Bien le bonsoir. So I'm with Jonny from the Browning. Jonny, thank you so much for taking the time to be here and to answer my questions. As always, my first question is, how are you doing?
It's been very hot in Europe,
Yeah,
and so
I can
very
confirm.
but the past couple of days has calmed down, but ready to go home right now for sure.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
yeah, but today had some decent catering and air conditioning inside, so
Yeah, actually, the room is pretty
it's good.
enjoyable, right?
Yes, for sure. So
Yeah,
that's needed for sure.
yeah. For us, it's like being in the dust all day. Like it's
Yes,
nice to come
exactly.
here. And you've been around for like more than 16 years now. What does keep the Browning alive?
Well, I think that one of the main reasons that we're bigger now than ever is that if someone wants to listen to something that sounds like the Browning, they have to listen to the Browning. That's
Yeah.
the only option. And so, as far as why our new people because more people know our new stuff than know our old stuff, we're actually on like a 15-year anniversary tour for our first record. So I'm playing the whole thing, but then at the end of the set, we play new stuff, and
Yeah.
you can immediately tell the songs people know, which is weird for bands because most of the time when bands play their old stuff, that's what everyone wants. But we're in a position where I do feel that I'm writing the best music I've ever written,
Okay.
and it's like showing what the Browning is better than any music before. And I think that the band is so unique that people keep coming back because they want that sound, but we're the only option.
It's true, actually. When you listen to something that has a bit of deathcore and electronic music, you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds just like the Browning, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about France, touring wise? I mean, what do you think about the French audience? And warning, honest answer only.
Well, the audiences are always perfect pretty much anywhere we go. Like the audience is never the reason not to go somewhere.
Okay.
So the crowd is always perfect. But whenever you get into complicated taxes or customs or borders or stuff like that, that might be the only reason that people might avoid going certain
Yeah.
places. I'm sorry, Italy.
Uh,
You know.
yeah, I've heard
So it's
about that.
never the crowd. It's never anything like that. It's business side of things that get complicated is the only reason to ever avoid a place.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If you had to convince a person who does not listen to metal music at all, which song of the Browning would you recommend?
We actually do have a lot of people that are into EDM that don't listen to metal, and
Yeah.
we're the only band that they'll listen to. But we also have it the other way where someone only listens to metal, but they love the Browning's EDM. And so we get it both sides. And so for the Browning, I would say a really good song to intro someone into metal. Uh, I'd say our song called Soul Drift.
Mm,
Is because it actually has some softer verses, but it has heavy breakdowns with really catchy synth melodies. So the song Soul Drift, I would say.
all right. Because I've tried to initiate someone to metal music with optophobia. Didn't work.
It's very
Did
aggressive.
didn't
That's
work.
too
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, that was too fast.
The
Too
drums
fast.
are too fast. That's
Yeah.
why Soul Drift just kind of because some songs I actually write based off of like rap beats that I write.
Okay.
So those ones are a lot more like bouncy and like groovy. I'll write a rap beat, never use it for any rap stuff, but then I'll turn it into a metal song. And those ones that's what I did with Soul Drift. And so that one's just a lot more groovy, not like, you know.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. All right. What's your main influence? What I mean by that is like, what do you actually listen when you're like driving around or like cleaning the house?
uh, the Browning is the only music I listen to.
Okay.
And so I only listen to music that I write.
Okay.
And that's just I don't know. I If I'm listening to something, I have certain things that I call like ear cleanse music
Okay.
because I'm work on music 100% of the time. And so, but if I want to just like have something on that is just making sound, then it's usually like soft, like synth ambient music. So there's this artist called Died Lonely,
Okay.
and it's just soft synth music. So I don't really listen to music, honestly, besides nonstop listening to my
Yeah, yeah,
music.
of course.
Yeah, and so soft synth music. There's also one artist called Mushroom Grandpa,
Yeah.
and so yeah, just soft ambient synth music.
Okay. Well, lately I really enjoy the videos you've made about like merch
Hmm.
or having a bass player on tour.
Yeah.
I mean, it really shows the reality of having a band today. What is for you the main difference in touring between like the early
Mhm.
2000s and or 2010s
Yeah.
and today?
I mean, it's a lot of it is like post the pandemic,
Yeah.
prices of things, of the rentals, of just travel in general has gone up crazy. Like the buses that we rent now Back whenever we'd rent them in like 2010, the bus would cost like around like 1,300 a day.
Yeah.
Now those buses cost like 3,000 a day.
Okay, times three.
And so like it's expenses have gone up a ton. The flights I used to buy for everyone to come over here, I could get stuff for like $550, $600. Now it's $1,400 for flights.
Oh, well.
And so that's straight up post pandemic. Everything expenses has gone up. But I will say, it's also the crowds. Like we're bigger now post pandemic than we were before, and people seem to be spending a lot more on merch than they used to. So I don't know what about it caused that to happen, but it does counteract it. Like
Okay.
bands are doing better now than they've ever done,
Okay.
and that's for sure. And pretty much seemingly all around. Like bands are doing now better, at least smaller mid tier bands. I don't know about big bands or anything like that, but mid tier bands that like we're relative to are doing better now than ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you would say that what would you say is the best way for a fan to support his favorite metal band?
I mean, for sure, coming to live shows, you know, like with Spotify, all that sort of stuff. I don't even account that money into the money that I make. Uh, Bands, 98% of the money they make is going to be on tour.
Okay. Yeah.
And so that's it. Like, come to shows. That's where bands make good margins on t-shirts. You know, buying stuff online is good too, but shows is where bands are making pretty much all of their money.
Yeah. Except when the venue gets a cut of the
That
mat,
too,
right?
yeah. But yeah, it really, even then, if like, you know, there's a merch cut today at the festival, but they're doing a fair cut, you
Okay. Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Of
and so
course.
that's fine. And so if a band is selling merch at a show, then the band thinks it's worth selling there, you know. And so yeah, it shows is all the money.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, like, it's kind of related to what we talked about. But what would be your one advice to a local metal band starting right now?
Yeah. That's tough. It's tough, but it's also not. Like there's a lot of bands now that they don't tour until they have 100,000 followers or something, you know, and they're just,
Yeah.
you have to be a content creator before even being like a touring artist. But I don't think people should be scared of touring. Like I think that like for the Browning, it's been a slow rise forever. We never had a moment where we went like mega viral and just blew up out of
Yeah.
nowhere. It's been a slow build forever, and that's from doing 250 shows a year for a long time. But main advice: don't quit your job. Maybe
Yeah.
find a job that will allow you to tour a couple times a year. You need to make money outside of the band because for the first however long, you're not going to make money with the band that needs to be just reinvested. So if you're a small band and you're playing shows, don't think that you're splitting money with everybody and everyone goes home with some money. You need to have a job that makes you money outside of the
Yeah.
band for sure.
Yeah. For the beginning, at least.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now the Browning, everybody works. This is their job, but you know we've been touring for however long.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah. Fair enough.
yeah,
All right. And just to conclude, I'm gonna give you two deathcore bands. You
okay,
have to tell me which one you prefer.
yes,
The one you didn't select goes out, and it goes on,
okay,
and
yeah.
like that. All right. So Shadow of Intent or Lorna Shore?
Shadow of Intent,
Shadow of Intent or Whitechapel?
Whitechapel,
Whitechapel or Fit for an Autopsy?
uh, Whitechapel,
Whitechapel or Amur?
uh, Whitechapel,
Whitechapel or Abbey Falls?
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel or Within Distraction?
That's a loaded question. We're going on tour with them.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel or Heaven.exe?
Uh, Whitechapel. It's hard to beat a legacy band, right?
Yeah, I know, I know.
Do Whitechapel or the Browning? I'm just kidding.
It's gonna come. Whitechapel or Thyot is Murder?
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel or Slaughter to Prevail?
Slaughter to Prevail.
Slaughter to Prevail or Chelsea Green?
Slaughter to Prevail.
Slaughter to Prevail or Suicide Silence?
Slaughter to Prevail.
Slaughter to Prevail or the Browning?
The Browning.
The Browning always,
Over
every day.
everyone. Yes.
Okay. All right. Jonny, thank you so much
Yeah.
for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing you on stage later tonight.
Yeah.
And yeah, enjoy France. And I will see you in Lyon when you come back in November.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.